G'day folks, as promised, we're here testing the Yellowfin today. Our main priority about putting a boat in the water is not only does it float, does it have any leaks around any of the skimming holes and that in the hull, but how the boat performs with the motor. To ensure that the customer gets the best matched motor on a boat, we need to try a few different props and see what performs best on the boat. So we've brought along 3 props, including the one that's on the back of the boat. I hope there's one there now, we seem to be moving. And we'll just do a few little tests on hole shot, top end speed. We're making sure the boat doesn't porpoise. Quite often a wrong pitch prop will put a boat into this porpoising action across the water. So we're looking for all these little variants. So hang in there and we'll show you a few things, eh? Okay, I'd like to touch base with one thing that a lot of people think, well, that's for girls, is this safety lanyard. Every time I'm out in a boat, regardless whether I'm by myself, whether I've got a family with me, whether Billy's just with me, I wear this safety lanyard. Well, I'll put it this way. I've been out in a boat, pouring along at 75 kilometres an hour, and all of a sudden the boat did the sharpest right turn you've ever seen in your life. Without having this on, I would have been out the side of the boat, and that 1.5 ton boat would have been doing donuts, probably running me over, crashing into other people. So do yourself a favour, don't feel like you're a girl for wearing one of these. Put it on, it's there for safety. You'll always see me wearing one, and I think I've got a few hours behind the wheel of a boat. So. So as you can see, that was the 4-blade prop first. Really good hole shot. I'm not totally convinced it's the right prop at this stage. It was the refs weren't up. It was a pretty damn respectable 33, 34 knots. So I mean, we're not lacking in any top end speed there. The boat feels very stable. Quite often with the 4-blade prop at low speeds, the prop's got that much torque that you can feel the boat doing this a bit. It's not a bad thing. 4 blades, you know, from a hole shot, if I was concentrating on pulling a couple of double skiers up or something like that, it'd be a big advantage, but this isn't a ski boat. It's got more than enough power to get itself out of trouble, so we might flick it over and we'll try a 3-blade 17 first, and then our prime option, I believe, is going to be the 3-blade 18 pitch prop, so we'll do that one last. I love these G2s. It's one of their biggest features is here we are mucking around with props, which quite often changes how you got to drive the boat. The G2 does it all itself with the eye trim. It's just incredible. It compensates for any variance you throw at it. So again, it's like a brand new car, power steering, push the throttle, point where you want to go, and hang on. How great's that? Okay, Billy, did you have a look at that speed? 38, 38.3, and we're talking knots.
Yeah.
We're not talking mile an hour. That is top end speed. That is phenomenal. We're in the high 70k an hour mark.
For the size of the boat and the weight, like that's pretty bloody good. And you know, we're a couple of lads in the boat.
Yeah, well, I'm no lightweight. I must be at least 80 kilos, I reckon.
Yeah. No.
You might chop my legs off.
Just hitting 80, yeah. And I reckon I'd be doing about 55, 60.
Yeah. But yeah, look, the revs, I think that's the prop. That's the one I said I thought would be the winner. And that's the 3-blade 18. Married perfectly. We use that same prop actually on a 650 Trident, so I suppose it comes down to you change them, and we do it every time. We don't take it for granted. Yeah, you don't take it for granted just because it works on a 650 Trident with that motor. It's going to work on a, the 6200 Yellowfin. So, and being a hardtop again, totally different. Again, it's not going to ride and perform and handle the same way as a soft top. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a bit of extra load up here.
Yeah. So no, I think we've nailed it on the head. So I can go back, get all detailed up for the customer. It's a bit of get a bit of filings and stuff lying around in here, where we've made a few extras and modifications for the customer. So let's get this baby on the trailer, Billy, and back to the office. So as you remember, Billy, when we tried this boat with the G1 on it, handled totally different. The beauty of a G2, it's like you're putting a pod on the back of the boat because the motor's set back further in the water. That's primarily because they've got all the steering and eye trim and everything all backed in the back of the motor, so it's sitting back further.
It's like an extended transit.
Yeah, and hey, that works on every boat we've fitted a G2. It's made them perform a lot better and handle a lot better, and I think primarily it is because it's like we're putting a little mini pod when we fit the motor.
Well, I mean, with this boat, and this isn't just sales talk, this is just experiential, but this is handling like it's a different boat with this engine. There's no way I would put a G1 on this.
Yeah.
After seeing, like the G2s are the motors for this.
Well, look, go back in time, and even comparing boats like a Buster and things like that, we have all identified it in the past that the US motors, because of how they have a further setback, and we're talking US engines, we're not just talking Evinrude, often perform a lot better on all boats than the Japanese made motors. So it's not just a fallacy and just designed with the G2.
That's an engineering spec, and it's an engineering philosophy.
And it's to do with the steering stem and everything like that. And that's why Mercury and Evinrude was so big in the early days of boating, when boats were all built the same way. They build a plug, they forward it, and you just whack the motor.
There's another Japanese brand that's also got some models manufactured over there.
Yeah, I think they're still made to their same specs. So it's not like it's a re-engineered boat motor totally. And I'm trying not to take the piss out of anyone here, Billy, but US in general perform better on a lot of boats.
Well, I mean, to save all the comments, because we get a lot of haters out there that are very brand loyal.
Yeah.
But on this boat, like that engine there that we've just tried out, like that is vastly different to the
and appreciate it's the maximum horsepower. This boat's only rated to a 150, and that's a 150 HO.
Yeah, so it's sort of like up to 11, isn't it? It's like the Marshall amps.
It's apparently only does 10% over that in horsepower.
Well, that's that. One more than 10, isn't it?
Yeah. So we'll run with that, and and that's why you get a lot more bang for your buck, and you can put a smaller E-Tech on a lot of boats, because the horsepower is, sometimes not what, it's just the sticker on the back.
Oh, another happy customer anyway.
Oh, he's going to be wrapped. I mean, the gentleman's driving up from Parramatta way to pick this boat up on Friday, so
it'll be well suited for the condition standpoint.
Yeah, and they love their hard tops down there. As you know, I'm a soft top person, and that's just the way I am. But they love the hard tops over the border, and they love them right up north. So we're just in that nice area in the middle here, where a soft top is.
our conditions just aren't as demanding as theirs. So. But there's a boat for everyone. That's the thing to keep in mind, and Caloundra Marine and Quintrex can sure help you out there. G'day, Les here, just finishing off another deal. Do you like our YouTube videos? Well, hit the subscribe button. You know that subscribe button there? You'll become part of the family of Caloundra Marine and get given the latest opportunity to watch our YouTube videos as they become available. So get behind us, we get behind you, hit subscribe.